like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go into more detail. It just I'd be seeing it too much on social media, too much. But yeah, I think that's it for the NFL. Yeah. Now we're gonna talk about this two stuff that's gonna be happening. Well, that has happened, and it is the LA wildfire. So the LA wildfire, let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about some other stuff here and there. Now, as you guys know, the LA wildfire happened, I think almost a week ago, we would say, or a few days ago, and it's it didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me. At first, I'm like, oh man, what happened? Stuff happens, and then I look into it. I'm like, it seems too sketchy, because even everyone's trying to connect the dots, and they were saying the same thing. They're like, wait, this is really what happened? So I think it was about a week before the fire happened. There were people who test out, where the fire was going to happen, because usually it happens every year. Every year it happens either in the spring, I think, or the summer, usually when it happens, but it was happening, at this moment. And this person that was in charge of it was like, hey, the fire's to the left, but it's gonna go towards the right. Be prepared, like we want to be prepared just in case something comes towards the other direction. That's where everyone was living. People got the money, the bread, the millionaires. So he was telling, I'm not sure which governor it was, the guy or the girl, I'm not sure who was in charge of what. They were telling him, like, hey, like, be ready. The girl, she left, she knew about this. She left, I think, the week before to go to Ghana. It was just vacation to Ghana. While she was in Ghana, the fire happened. She came back, I think, like 2 days after. Everyone was questioning her. Hey, like, what do you want to say to the people that were affected by this, and why was this wasn't working, or why that? And they were asking like a lot of good questions to her. She wasn't answering it at all. She was silent like this. Literally, like silent. And then she was staring at the window. I'm like, dude, just say, I'm sorry, but right now is not the proper time for me to answer the questions. I'll update you guys later on, whatever. But you not saying nothing is so sketchy and so unprofessional. Like, why? Like, why would you do that? And then on top of that, the guy, I think he's like, I don't know who he is. I think he's LA, or he's the governor of California. I think that's who he is. I don't know what the guy is. But he was just like smiling, like standing there. And I'm like, bro, what? And it doesn't make any sense, because they knew about this. There was no water in the hydro, in the hydrant. None. The firemen were trying to do their job. They were trying to turn on the water. Nothing was coming out. No pressure, no water, nothing. Then you got people lighting stuff up from the woods. Like, a bunch of people were arrested for lighting some of the fires up. And then on top of that, State Farm canceled their home insurance a few months prior. I think it was like a month or a few months prior, to all those homes that were affected. Over 100,000 homes, I think it was. So you connect the dots. You know something was up, bro. You know something was up. And they were trying to. What I also looked up is that I think they're trying to get rid of all those homes, so that the people can't, build it back up. And what the government, well, not the government, but what the state would do is that I think they would put something there. I'm not sure it would be a bunch of housing or something like that. I'm not sure. But they would put something there and just make money off it, I guess. This is what I saw, is what I think. Might be wrong. You guys can tell me what you think about this. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, if you have your own opinion, your own thought about this, I'm all open, I'm all ears. I want to hear more information about this, but this is what I looked up. But yeah, it's messed up. I mean, yes, I know a lot of these people are millionaires. They can get a house easily, but they're still human beings. Um, I'll say though, they are being a little bit dramatic with their homes. Like, you're alive, you're healthy, you're well, chill out, you know. But if someone passed away in a fire, rest in peace to them. Uh, you know, you gotta be respectful about that. But yeah, I mean, everyone's human. Um, everyone's human. I feel like it's messed up, even if you're a millionaire or not. It just doesn't sit well with. And what's even more sketchy what kind of why I'm kind of like I feel bad, but I kind of don't. It's because and you guys saw the Golden Globe, I think it was. They were making fun of I think like each category or something like that. Or they weren't making fun of each category. I think it was mainly the God part. So they're saying wife, kid, and then God, and then they end up just like laughing about the God part. So I think maybe that was like karma to the millionaires who were there, that were celebrities at that event. It's kind of a little, oof, you know. It's it's very interesting how what's going on over there in LA. Very interesting. Wow. Um, it's I can talk about this for hours. I can give you my thoughts on every little bit and dot, but it's gonna take you too long for me to, you know, talk about it. But I just want to give you my short, somewhat long thought about it. We're gonna see what's gonna happen next. We're not sure. Donald Trump. Oh wait, I also gotta talk about what Trump said in the past too. He when he was president, he came over there. I think 2019 when something like that happened, but not as big. And he told him, he was like, hey, like, you need to clean everything up. You need to fix everything. You need to, put water here, whatever there. And he literally said that. And then recently, he even said what he said in 2019. He's like, hey, I told him back in 2019, like, get your act together. Do this, do that, do this. And he didn't do it. And he said what's even silly is that the reason why they took that water out of the hydrants is because they want to save some pointless fish that they didn't even work. Nothing worked. So he knows for a fact that there's gonna be some changes going on there, and I think that governor is really not gonna have a job after that. Wow. You thought the mafia was, corrupt? No. They're nothing compared to the government. Oof. Crazy. Crazy.